Morning, guys. Monday, July 28th, 2025. Cheers. So I'm starting on the countertop, and things are just not working out like I thought they were going to. I thought I was going to come out with this touch-up paint, and I was just going to do some scratches and fill the scratches. But now that I've cleaned it, I can see there's just way too many scratches that I'm going to have to go with a coat. Got actual chips right there and scratches. I don't know if you guys can see that with this camera. And then there's a stain over here that I can't get out. So I do have some tape. I'm going to go and I'm going to get some white Rust-Oleum paint in a can, and I'm going to roll a white surface over this and cover the top. I'm going to tape the edges and paint the top with some white oil base paint. It's going to take a little while to dry, and then over the top of that I've got this polyacrylic. And this stuff is great. This will go over the top of the white. I thought I was just going to do some touch-ups, but it's just too many. There's from just starting right here, it's like scratch, 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 scratch. And it wasn't until I got the whole surface really clean, because obviously I was using this as for a workbench. I had covers on it. Cardboard was up there and I was using it as a workbench. So I see now that I can't just do the touch-up. So I'll have to get the paint, put it on the list. Everything else is looking pretty good in here. I showed you guys we got the doors working. Real happy about these doors working like they are. That's just great, and I didn't have to spend $100 on hardware. I used what I had. But I gotta tell you, man, my storage bus is emptying out, man. I've gone to the well one too many times for stuff that I had in stock already, so. But at least I'm using the stuff I have first. Let's take a walk around, take a look at the rear end. So, I've got the bus down on its, put it back on the springs again. You can see what I did. I just built that up. So now the bus is down level. I can get in the back door, get the wood out. But it's high enough so that skunks and possums won't be getting under there. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the front wheels. I'll pull the wheels, all the brake and spindle hardware. I'll just yank the whole front right out of it and set the front down on those same pillars. Similar. If you could come in and smell the smell in here. I just love the smell of this wood drying in here. Everything's getting nice and dry. Should have a good wood burning season. What happens is if the wood is wet with my stove is I get steam bubbles in my pipe. It basically, the steam expands in the pipe and ends up pushing smoke back because the smoke can't get out the stack. The riser, the steam will actually mess with your exhaust and give you puffbacks. You get smoke into the house. It'll start going like woo, 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 like that. Let's take a walk up in the garage. Look a lucky spotted me. So we're up in the garage and got the rear end up in here. Hold on one sec. Damn commercials. So we got the rear end up in the garage, as you know. I had to build a new top for my well. Unfortunately, Connie came in the yard and ran into it and smushed it up. So I had to make it. I straightened all the metal out, made a new top. Had to straighten all the metal out. Her whole front tire went right down in the hole. Poor girl. I took the 4x and pulled her out. So yeah, basically all I've done is I chipped all of the rust I could off. I didn't mess around in this area yet other than just cleaning it up. I didn't put any paint, but what I did basically is I have as you can see, various paint cans on the shelf there. And I pulled off the oldest ones that I knew I wasn't going to use, which was 2 different color yellows. Then I went over it with the brown. So I got 3 coats of paint on the diff now. And what I'm going to do is paint on the, I have the black, my undercoating. I'm going to paint with a brush. Get that all coated with tar. What I do is I mix it with gas. Most of you guys know that, and it thins it down. And once the gas evaporates, the tar goes harder than undercoat. It gets like a hardy crusty, and it just seals it all up, and that's going to take care of it. Fortunately, I don't have to spend a lot of money. The calipers, the brakes, everything are good. Even the brake pads are almost new, so looks like somebody did a lot of work on this thing to get it inspected. And then the engine blew up or something, you know, because the engine was out of it. And the bell housing on the transmission was totally cracked. I don't know how they did that. Must have done it taking it out or something. So what's going on here, Rusty Rhode Island, guys? I'm going to be getting on that countertop. Going to be getting that apartment finished up, I hope, this week. I kind of took a little hiatus. I took some time off. I was getting burned out in the apartment and changed over to working on vehicles a little bit, just to give myself some... It may sound crazy, I quit working on one thing and work on another, but when you enjoy working on something, it's not work, right? I want to go down and get the... when I get the paint, I'm going to stop and pick up. I haven't even picked these lines up yet. I was somewhere in the back of my head, I thought I had some pipe around here, but I don't. So I've gave up my search to find the pipe, and I'm going to have to go buy it. Went out driving this yesterday. Me and Connie went out, took a ride. Me, Connie, and Lucky. We just drive around town, go out by the beaches, and it's amazing. People love this truck. And it's a piece of shit, but they love it. Mostly they love the Lucky, the Rusty in the back, waving at them. The red lights. Just, I don't know. That was probably one of my better props. Out from Rusty, Rhode Island, guys. Hey. See y'all on Bad Chad. Hopefully Mike won't still be there, right, Jono? Later.